Good morning. Welcome to another One Mind meditation. Welcome to the start of the week. We are on Monday morning. We have the opportunity to jump into the week together right here. Our teacher for this week is Jeff Brown. And his message for us this week is that you have the heart of a warrior. Is that not a great way to start this week? To remind yourself that you have the heart of a warrior? Doesn't that title just make you want to roar? It should, because within you lies a powerful warrior waiting to be unleashed. Linda, a very good morning. Hello, happy Monday. Sunmuddy, good morning. Danae, good morning. Honey, a very good morning. Welcome to the start of this brand new week. Today's Monday motivation is a call to awaken the warrior within, the one with the unwavering spirit and unyielding determination to fulfill your purpose. It's a reminder that whispers, it's never too late. This first quote from Jeff Brown is probably my favorite of his work. He says, so-called late bloomers get a bad rap. Sometimes the people with the greatest potential take the longest to find their path because their sensitivity is a double-edged sword. It lives at the heart of their brilliance, but also makes them more susceptible to life's pains. It's a good thing we aren't being penalized for handing in our purpose late. Fortunately, the soul doesn't know a thing about deadlines. I'll read the last two sentences again. It's a good thing that we aren't being penalized for handing in our purpose late, because the soul does not know a thing about deadlines. Charlene, good morning. Happy Monday. Welcome to a brand new week. You're not running behind schedule, and your sensitivity is not a flaw. It's the very thing that makes you extraordinary. But it's also what makes the journey more challenging, as you feel everything more deeply, process experiences more thoroughly, and often need more time to integrate life's lessons. The path to discovering and living your purpose requires tremendous courage. It demands that you face uncertainty, embrace vulnerability, and often swim against the current of societal expectations. This is where your warrior heart becomes truly essential. The next thought from Jeff Brown is, to find your way, you will need courage. Lots of it. If you don't feel like you have it, then fake the courage until you make it. Soul shapers are artists, yes, but they are also warriors. It's no easy feat to shape the inner world. You need the heart of a lion to overcome the odds. You need to fight for your right to the light. I like that last thought as well. You need to fight for your right to the light, says Jeff Brown. It's not just that you need to have the heart of a warrior. A warrior's heart is what you already have. It is still beating. It has fought for your every breath, and it will continue to fight for your body for years to come. It's time you recognize your heart for the warrior that it is and learn to trust it. Drop from your head into your open heart. There is a wisdom there that will guide you. Remember, courage is not the absence of fear. It's feeling the fear and moving forward anyway. It's trusting the warrior heart that beats within you, even when the path ahead seems unclear. It's choosing to honor your sensitivity while refusing to let it keep you small. If you're ready, you can close your eyes and we'll slip off into this week together, starting with the first few big breaths. Take a deep breath in and out. A deep breath in and out. deep inhale and let it go. Deep breath in and out. One more big breath in and let it all flow away. You can continue the same breathing pattern on your own time. Every slow inhale through your nose gets drawn all the way deep down into your belly. And as you fill up your belly with air, also raise yourself up. As you breathe in, stretch out your spine, lift the top of your head toward the ceiling. And once you've reached your full height, let all of it go. With every exhale, soften. With every breath out, soften your spine, slump down your shoulders, and even drop your head. On a Monday morning, I like to remind you of what exactly it is that you're busy doing right now. You're taking your body by the hand, you're sitting it down, and you are being the teacher to this body. You are letting this body know that this is how I want us to do this. Every meditation is an overcoming. And meditation is just one example of it, but we have many examples in our life where there is a part of us that feels like shying away from what needs to be done. A part of us that might feel like it doesn't have the patience, it doesn't have the courage. Meditation is just a very gentle example of how we lean into the courage of our warrior's heart, that very gently can say, "No, child, this is what needs to be done." we don't get to live out our purpose unless we learn how to overcome our own inner resistance. Because there is a lot to be fearful of. And our own inner sensitivity, our own inner resistance is likely to always shy away, even when we desperately want to live out our purpose. So fall in love with your warrior's heart. Notice there is no war coming from that heart. There is no aggression or forcefulness, just a quiet determination that takes the next heartbeat and the next heartbeat and the next one and the next one, refusing to stop. So let that be your guide. Let your warrior's heart be your guide to take the next step and the next step. And it's okay to take a moment of pause and have a rest, but then take the next step and the next step. Because courage is not the absence of fear. It's taking the next step even when we are scared. We'll take the last few big breaths of this phase together, helping our bodies stretch, adjust, and settle down into as much comfort as possible for the rest of our journey. Let's take a deep breath in. As you release, drop your head all the way forward. Roll out your neck muscles. Forward and to the left. Forward and to the right. Take a deep breath in. As you release, roll your shoulders forward in big, slow circles. Take a deep breath in. As you release, roll your shoulders backwards in big, slow circles. Take a deep breath in. As you release, focus on your spine. You can lean your upper body over to the left. Lean your upper body over to the right. One more big breath in. And as you release, you can stretch or move or adjust any part of your body that still needs a bit of help settling down. Having softened our bodies into a state of presence, or at least becoming as present as we possibly can be right now, we can now turn our attention inwards and dive deep inside for the next part of our journey. With every next inhale, we'll hold our breath for a few short moments, followed by a really long, really slow exhale. If you don't have the time to sit for the whole meditation with us, then this is always a good place to stop. But if you are here for the whole journey, we'll take the next few big breaths together. Take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, make it a really long, really slow exhale. Take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, feel into your body. Feel how softness slips into your body and settles in every part of your body. Take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, follow the downwards flow through your body. Feel your shoulders slowly falling. Feel your body slowly softening. Feel how you are slowly slipping deeper into you. One more big breath in and hold. And as you release, feel yourself melting. Feel your whole body dissolving. Feel how you are slipping into a deeper level of surrender with every slow exhale. You can continue the same breathing pattern on your own time. Every slow inhale through your nose is an invitation. It invites you to turn inwards and follow this journey. As you breathe in, feel the air flow in through your nostrils. Feel the air touch the back of your throat. Stay with your breath as it flows in through your lungs. And as you fill up the balloon inside your belly, feel yourself slip all the way in. Hold your breath. But hold it only for as long as it feels easy, followed by a really long, really slow exhale. With your next big breath, as you dive deep into you, see yourself standing at the start of a brand new week. Almost like seeing yourself standing at the edge of a pool, toes curled over the edge, ready to dive in. Take your next big breath. We have the opportunity to step into this week not on autopilot, but intentional. When we are not being intentional, we are likely to react to the world from old patterns, old programming that react in the same old ways, recreating the same old past. Right now, we'll take the opportunity to be intentional about how we walk into this week. So that we encounter life with an openness. We encounter life remembering that we can choose different. We can choose a new response. And by consistently choosing the new response again and again, we will create new programming. So let's start by having a look into the week ahead and remind ourselves of what is known about the week ahead. What is already on the calendar? As you take your next big breath and dive deep into you, take a moment to stroll through Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and remind yourself of some of the things you need to get done this week, some of the places you need to go, some of the people you need to see. Create as clear an image as you can of what is in the calendar for you this week. Take your next big breath. What are you creating this week? And that simply means, what is it you're pouring yourself into this week? And again, if we're not intentional about where our focus goes, then our attention gets hijacked by a million things in the world around us. Just imagine for a moment that there is one thing that should get your focus for this week, but your attention is diluted by everything happening in the world around you. How much of your energy then gets spent on this one thing you should focus on? So right now is an opportunity to ask yourself the question, what am I creating this week? Let's change the question. What is it that gets my focus this week? Where am I directing my energy? Where am I pouring my water this week? And then, of course, the reminder to have awareness of when your energy is diverted to 1,000 tiny things that don't matter. Where is it that you will direct your energy this week? Take your next big breath. Take a moment to transport yourself to the end of this week, into the next weekend, and then look back. When you get to the weekend and you look back over the week, what are the things you would like to see yourself having done? What would your checklist look like? What are things for which you'd like to say, I got this done, I got that done? What are things for which you'd like to say, I got started on this one, I made progress on that one? As you take your next big breath, take a moment with your checklist for the end of the week. Take your next big breath. I want you to bring to your mind an image of holding a watering can and gently, carefully pouring water into a collection of potted plants. See how grateful they are for the water you're pouring. See how this nourishes these plants and how they grow from this water that you're pouring. Take your next big breath. I want you to create the image as well of you holding this watering can but not being attentive, not being focused, but pouring and spilling water all around you. And take a look at the weeds you might be watering. When the water from this can is completely undirected, going everywhere, take your next big breath. Now let your mind go over the last week and find examples of you pouring water in places that you really don't want any growth to happen. The very simplest example is how easily we fall into the trap of scrolling through and clicking on all the things we really don't want in our social media feed. How many hours can we spend scrolling through content that doesn't really feed our soul? This is, of course, not judgment of social media, but just bringing awareness to where might we be pouring water on topics that we don't want to give growth to. And the same with the humans around us. Which relationships are important and should get a lot of watering from you? And where do you have interactions with other humans that get way too much of your attention? A very simple example might be an idiot driver on your commute home. How much energy should someone who's just being a bad driver get from you? So the question is this: can you give yourself a clear reminder of examples where you pour energy onto plants that you really don't want to grow? Take your next big breath. And in the week ahead, see yourself have the awareness to recognize when you're pouring water, pouring energy into things that are unhelpful. See how you will course correct and remind yourself that there are beautiful flowers in your garden, that this is where you want your focus to be. We'll take the last few big breaths of this phase together, slipping out of the breath-holding space and into the next. Let's take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, make it a really long, really slow exhale. Take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, feel how softness slips into your body and settles in every part of your body. One more big breath in and hold. And as you release, feel yourself slip all the way through. There is no more attention on your breathing. You can sit all the way back or even lie all the way back down and feel yourself just floating. I'll read to you one more time today's thoughts from Jeff Brown. And for the moment, I'd love you to put your hand or both hands over your heart as we go through this. Jeff Brown reminds us that so-called late bloomers get a bad rap. Sometimes the people with the greatest potential take a little bit longer to find their path because their sensitivity is a double-edged sword. It lives at the heart of their brilliance, but it also makes them more susceptible to life's pains. Jeff Brown says, "It's a good thing that we are not being penalized for handing in our purpose late. The soul does not know a thing about deadlines." And then he says, to find your way, you will need courage. You will need lots of it. If you don't feel like you have courage, then fake it until you make it. He says, soul shapers are artists, yes, but they are also warriors. It is no easy feat to shape the inner world. You need the heart of a lion to overcome the odds. You need to fight for your right to the light. Now with your hands over your heart, this is really the reminder. It's not just that you need to have the heart of a warrior. A warrior's heart is what you already have. Take a moment to check in with that heart. It is still beating. It has fought for your every breath, and it will continue to fight for your body for years to come. It is time to recognize your heart for the warrior that it is and learn to trust it. Drop from your head into your open heart. There is a wisdom there that will guide you. And remember that courage is not the absence of fear. It is feeling the fear and moving forward anyway. Courage is trusting the warrior heart that beats within you, even when the path ahead seems unclear. Courage is choosing to honor your sensitivity while refusing to let it keep you small. May we be reminded of the warrior heart that we have this week. And whenever our attention gets hijacked by whatever is unhelpful, let us be reminded to direct our water to only what it is that we wish to grow. We have the last 5 breaths of gratitude to do together. With every exhale, I'll say my thank you, and I invite you to say yours. Let's take a deep breath in. Thank you for the privilege of standing at the start of a brand new week. Take a deep breath in. Thank you for a moment to look into my week ahead with clarity and become intentional about how I want to step into this week. Take a deep breath in. Thank you for the reminder that I do get to choose where to pour my attention. The reminder that my attention often gets drawn in directions that are just not helpful, which is exactly like watering the weeds that I don't really want growing. Take a deep breath in. Thank you for trusting that I'll be shown again and again when I'm watering the weeds, so that I can be reminded to redirect my attention, my energy, my water only to the plants that I wish to see grow. One more big breath in. Thank you, beautiful people. Thank you for slipping into this week along with us. Vivian, a very good morning. Happy Monday. It's great seeing you. Hello. Luby, good morning. Happy Monday. I'm so happy that you joined us for a while. Thank you, Charlene. Thank you, Sunmuddy. Thank you, Danae. Maggie, a very good morning. It's great seeing you. Welcome to a new week. Thank you, Linda. Thank you, Honey. Wishing you an awesome week. And this is my wish for me as much as for you. Can we be reminded when we are pouring way too much of our water onto the weeds that we really don't want to see growing? Bring your attention back to where the focus needs to be. Lots of love to you all. Have a great day. Ciao, ciao.